Hello everyone, alola, and welcome to the stream. It's time for the finale of my 19th Foreverlocke playthrough, and sorry Manny, you were second. You were just sniped to the first comment. Even though Silk didn't put a first comment, they were the first one to type. Yeah, that didn't work out. Almost though. Nice to see some people already in the chat at the start of the stream. That's really exciting. Today, the 19th Foreverlocke finale already. We've done 18 of these. We're on 19. Legends Arceus. A game that, due to its different battle mechanics, is very scary, especially in trainer battles. There's a lot less forced trainer battles, which means it's a lot safer in a way to grind, because you can just try and catch stuff to get EXP. But in the trainer battles with multiple Pokemon, it's not going to be like, oh, I overlevel and I use some X speeds and I'm faster and I beat one Pokemon and one-shot it, and then the next one comes in and I one-shot that, and the third one comes in and I one-shot that. Because they're going to get their turn. It's action speed. It's not speed. And there's triple battles. Well, there's battles against 2 or 3 Pokemon at once, even though normally it's always 1v1. Those battles are scary. Because they can all attack you before you can go again. If you don't get a one-shot in the first try, it's scary. I had that against Sabi in Snowpoint Temple. I couldn't one-shot the Rhyperior like I planned. And the thing is, Agile Style, which they can all use, it supposedly increases your own action speed. No, it decreases the opponent's action speed. So in such a battle where you fight 3 opponents, like Sabi's fight against Rhyperior, Electivire, Magmortar, if 1 or 2 of them uses an Agile Style move, it's not just that that Pokemon may go again before you go. All of them might. Because in comparison, you're then, by that one Agile Style move, slower than all 3 of them. You get resetting your team every time I enter a new level when you play this game. That could be an exciting way to play. I barely reset anything. This is my squad that I mostly have had since the beginning of the game. There's just been one change on the 3rd slot for the unrestricted. So, as a reminder for Foreverlocke rules, 3 of the Pokemon have to be able to evolve. 1 of them has to be able to evolve twice. So the double evolution Pokemon, the 2X slot, that's Pichu. The 1X slots are Stunky and Duat. This is Baby 2, Yuck, and Chops. And then my UR slots, the unrestricted slots, Muscle the Machamp, Goggles the Hisuian Braviary, and Tackle the Muffin. A little image to show you all the moves as well. That should be this one. Here you go. I started with most of these. The intent for this playthrough, because there's some Pokemon that are, and forms of Pokemon that are exclusive to Legends Arceus. I needed to play Legends Arceus to even be able to complete the Foreverlocke. And Amoris can only be obtained here. So that's the reason why I would play it. But there's some other Pokemon, Hisuian forms, Hisuian Avalugg, Hisuian Goodra, Hisuian Decidueye. Well, yes, Rowlet exists, and Bergmite exists, and Rufflet exists, but to evolve them into their Hisuian form evolutions, you need to play this game. Also, there's just evolutionary lines that are just Hisui exclusive. Hisuian Growlithe into Hisuian Arcanine, Hisuian Voltorb, and Hisuian Electric. Later they can be transferred to something like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but to get them you need to play Legends Arceus. I meticulously planned out lots of encounters for so many of the Hisuian mons. Prepped as many of them as possible that I could beforehand, such as my starter from Ultra Sun, Rowlet, slotted as Hisuian Decidueye, was transferred to this game. The Omega Ruby Gift Cyndaquil, Hisuian Typhlosion. I caught 2 Gumi in Ultra Sun using SOS battles. That's my Hisuian Sliggoo, and my Hisuian Goodra will evolve them in the post-game. But I realized that if I evolve them all in the post-game and then use them in Scarlet and Violet, a lot of them are going to be really high-leveled. Just because that's the level they evolve at. A bunch of level 36s, Braviary would have been 54, and I thought, that's a bunch of late-game additions. Not a fan of that. So I took the one that evolves by level the last, which is Rufflet into Hisuian Braviary, and added that to this team. Which is scary, because the intention is for me to only have to play this game once during my entire Foreverlocke challenge. Sure, there's a chance I just choose to do it a second time anyway. I might do the same with Coliseum, do the same with XD. But the intent has always been, with how I've set this up many runs ago already, I've started to set this up, is I only have to play this once. And that requires none of the Hisui mons to die. And then my Hisui and Typhlosion died. However, I came prepared. I had slotted all 3 of the starter final evolutions already. So Hisui and Typhlosion, Hisui and Samurott, Hisui and Decidueye. I started this playthrough with Oshawott and slotted it as Duat because I already slotted it as the Samurott already, so I couldn't do that. Which means that in the postgame, I can get a gift Cyndaquil and a gift Rowlet. Which meant it was at least somewhat safe to add either the Hisuian Cyndaquil, Hisuian Typhlosion slot or the Hisuian Decidueye slot to my team. Because if one of them dies, then I could get a new one in the post-game. So I did that with Typhlosion. I didn't add Decidueye because I wanted to add Machamp. Machamp is from Pearl. Braviary is from Ultra Sun. Baby Chew and Yuck are from Brilliant Diamond, which is 2 playthroughs ago. Then the Kulava, which would have been my Hisui and Typhlosion, was from Mega Ruby, so that's 5 different games. Duat is my starter. But I replaced Kulava with Mothim. That's from this playthrough as well. I got 3 shinies this playthrough. Let's see, where's my shinies? So I have Seamurai, my Hisuian, my shiny Buizel. Already had a Buizel and a Floatzel, but the way I rule the shiny claws in the Foreverlocke is I can then, if there's no legal slot I can put the shiny in, I can override, in a sense, a previous one, so I chose Floatzel, which means this is now my Floatzel, but would the shiny Floatzel or future Floatzel die, I have the original Floatzel still as a backup. So I'm not allowed to have the original Floatzel. I think that one's in Gen 4 Storage Bank. I'm not allowed to transfer that one into any game. It stays in Storage Bank in case this one ever dies. If this one dies, doesn't make it to the Hall of Fame, I can still make use of the original. That's how I'm ruling shinies. However, if a slot is still available, and that was the case with, I think, my 3rd shiny. Yeah, this one. This is Sugar, the Baniri. This will be my future Lopunny. When I caught it, I already had a Baniri. I believe I caught that during my Brilliant Diamond playthrough. I did not yet have a Lopunny slotted, so therefore this had to be a Lopunny, because I could legally still choose that open slot. If it dies, I just don't have a Lopunny anymore. I can also not catch a regular Lopunny now as a backup to this. That shiny rule only applies when the shiny comes after the regular, and if there is no other open slot. Now, there's another thing. I mentioned I don't want the Hisuimons to die, and Braviary is a scary one. But I believe there is, yeah, in the Alabaster Iceland, there is an area where I don't have an encounter yet. I battled things, but they were never legal encounters, because I already had, among others, a Hisui and Braviary. If Braviary were to die, but I make it into post-game, I can catch a new Rufflet that would then be able to become Hisui and Braviary. So that option still exists, but there's one other reason why I need to make the post-game. Not just that I want to beat every Pokemon game that's available to play in the Foreverlocke, I just want to beat them all once at least. I mentioned earlier that there's a few Pokemon you can only get in this game, like Hisui and Electrode, but also the evolutions like Hisui and Braviary. There's one species that topples it all. It topples all of them. It's called Enamoris, because for some reason the Gen 5 genies are here. Like Avalock, because it fits the setting, sure, and then they took a Gen 6 mod and put it in here. I get it. Why the Forces of Nature are here, I'm not really sure, but there is a fairy version of Tornadus, Thunderous, and Landorus now. And it's in the post-game. But you might think, oh, in a lot of playthroughs, you might go into the post-game and get a few more encounters. Usually they're higher leveled, so you might only be able to add them into a usable team for the Foreverlocke later in the playthrough when, like, your level cap is higher. But it's not just that. Enamoris is not just locked behind the post-game. Enamoris is locked behind the post-game evil boss word I'm not allowed to say on stream. Volo. That fight is hella scary. Somehow I beat it on my first try when I played this game originally. I was probably no, I wasn't that many levels over, like 5 to 10 maybe. I believe the way I recall it is I had 3 Pokemon left, 2 of them badly damaged when I beat his regular team. Then they're like, oh my god, Giratina. And I wasn't healed. I beat Giratina with 1 Pokemon left. And then he went Origin form. And somehow through some max revives and healing and hoping I would hit and probably some misses thanks to Hisui and Gudra's shelter. That's probably what I did. I got through and I beat him first try, but it's not just that I want to beat him first try. Even if something dies, it's still a death. If I were to beat this finale today, and then I lose to Volo in the postgame, which by the way, I'm not doing postgame here. Like, I'm considering if I get to Volo, doing the Volo fight on stream as a bonus. Because how big and important scary that fight is. And I have 2 Pokemon available that I can really choose because, as I mentioned, I don't want to redo Hisui. Let me look at my Pokemon again. A lot of my available Pokemon are Hisui exclusives. I have a bunch of URs that I could use. But not many of them I could take. Sure, I could take, let's say, Hisui and Decidueye, I suppose. Because I could still then get that gift one from the professor. But outside of the 2x slots, I have 6 Pokemon that are not Hisui exclusive Pokemon. All 3 of my shinies. Weasel, the Silcoon, which will be a Beautifly, and then the Lopunny. And then it's Alpha Gallade, which I caught in Snowpoint Temple to fight Volo with, because I know it was speedrun strat that uses Alpha Gallade, so I'm going to try and make use of that. Hope for some good luck. I have a backup Alpha Dust Noir, which I caught earlier today. Yeah, sure, it's weak to Shadow Force, but it also learns Dark Pulse. And considering Shadow Force races Evasion, or the Evasion equivalent in this game, that might be useful, just because all Pulse moves in this game are a certain hit. And then Vespiquen is the only other one. So I'll probably just take Vespiquen, not really use it, and then bank on Dust Noir and Gallade. I want to level them up a lot, get a bunch of the great items, get their stats as high as possible, because that Volo fight scares the hell out of me. Also, I'm dressed up as a Team Galactic Grunt, because that's appropriate. I got the Galactic outfit really early on, and once I unlocked the hairstyle, I knew what I had to do. Yeah, Volo's end fight is so good. I normally, when I do a playthrough of a game, especially a blind playthrough, I don't live stream it, because then I have to focus on chat and making it a bit of extra entertaining for chat, perhaps. And I can't just fully focus on the game. I can still mostly enjoy the game, but it's not full focus. And also, then I can't stream whenever I want. Maybe I can't sleep during the night, and I play my Switch for an hour while I'm in bed. I can't do that when I play exclusively on stream. So that's why when I played Legends Arceus, I just did it whenever I felt like it. I remember my ex was here when we were still in a relationship, and they watched me play, and that was real fun, trying to figure out some of the unknown locations and seeing some of the fights and the plot twists. It was really cool, but this is the finale with Volo was one of the few moments where I wished I streamed that because of my reaction to it, because of how exciting that fight was, that story building. It was exciting. Today, though, we're not fighting Volo, but we're gonna go to that location. We are to the finale, which I consider everything from when the sky is red and the summit camp is here, and we can go up there. 5 fights are what await us. 3 trainer battles, 2 battles against a Pokemon, with a little bit of story in between. I believe the 3rd fight is the first of the Pokemon fights, which is a forced capture. And I don't remember... Yeah, if that's just a regular battle, or if we first have to, like, Dark Souls something and throw bombs at it and then we fight it, or how that works. There's no Origin Ball yet. There's no Master Ball in this game. Pretty sure the 5th fight is a free one. I still have to basically Dark Souls the boss, as some of us would call it. Because if you... All the, what are they called? The Lords, like Electrode, like Cleavor. You, at certain points in the fight, you can send out your Pokemon and beat them in a quick battle, and then you have an opportunity to throw some more bombs. However, throwing your Pokemon out puts them at a risk of dying, even if you have a good matchup. That risk exists. So just don't throw out your Pokemon, keep throwing bombs. Because if your character goes down, there's no rule against that. It's just, if your Pokemon die, they die. If not, the character does. So, I just Dark Souls the boss, and that is what I intend to do against the final one. And then throw the Origin Ball at it, and then that's game. So, assuming I don't accidentally send out a Pokemon in that final fight, the champion of this game is Charm of the Misfortunes. Just make sure I have moves correct. Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't use some of the Seed of Masteries that I got near the end to upgrade some of the moves to allow myself to use Agile Style and Strong Style, because Zissou must be up on the mountain with Kamado and the others. Also, I'm using Stunky for the first fight. Hi. Hello? Why are you here? You were in Jubilife earlier. Was that an oversight in the programming? Because he's actually still in Jubilife if you go back for it. Sorry about having to shut out the wallflower. I'd much rather be there now, serving with some freshly grilled potato mochi. You were actually there when I was in Jubilife earlier today. I went there after I caught the Dust Noir. But that Taskmaster's Commodo's gone and left me to oversee our food supply. He always finds a way to put even those old bones to work. While I'm handling that, I suppose I'll handle you as well. Time we got rid of you once and for all. Are you serious? Oh no, that line is in the... Sack. I'm not sure if you noticed when my character's head was shaking, but there's a line through the screen. And it's ugly. Some cables, sometimes that fixes that, because that's the one issue that I have sometimes on Switch streaming. There's a line through it, and that's ugly. He is ninja. When I heard you managed to quell those nobles one after another, oh, did it ever make my blood run hot and my heart pound. At last. At last. One final opponent worthy of my great ninja techniques that have been left to molder all these long years. Let us do battle. Benny! So after the Magus, I have a good opener for that. I can take out his 3rd and 4th Pokemon. Well, the ones that are 3rd and 4th listed where I have them. But he has one Pokemon that I'm not sure how to handle with Stunky. Remember, if I do Agile Style, that just lowers his action speed. If I do Strong Style, it does lower mine, so that's bad for next opponent. So Strong Style here, to confirm the kill, is actually bad, because then the next Pokemon might have 2 hits. But I'm 26 levels higher, so I think I can just regular Night Slash, yeah. I assume Sneasel are next. That's the scary one, at least for Stunky. Close combat is easily strongest. Just quick attack, get an extra attack in. Close combat, 277. That's just 120. I'm gonna heal. Get through this with a bit more HP, hopefully. Into the next one. You see how I get the double turn, one turn from that, assuming things work out. So I'm just gonna bank on that, get to that spot, heal, and then attack. Then maybe I can even go into the other two Pokemon with full health. That's positive. I get 2 turns now. Okay. Does this sound from the game work? Sound from the game is working, right? Yeah, the audio seems to. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't play rough to like boost it, but that is still my strongest move. Let's see how much it does. It's enough, and we're going to it for full health. Let's go. Good job, Yak. Stunky doing well. Just guarded for it. Yeah. Neutral fairy move. Not effective psychic move because I'm dark type. But because I'm also poison type, Dazzling Gloom kind of hit me super effectively. Actually, poison jab is my strongest thing. I'm not gonna strong style, even though I think I might need it here. Because that gives him 2 turns in case he survives, and that's just scary. And even if he doesn't survive, the next Pokemon might get 2 turns. The only thing this one can hit me with is Drain Punch. Also Psycho Cut, but that doesn't hit me. That's about 90 damage. I can super effectively hit with Play Rough. Let's go. Yak wins the first fight. Just a Stunky that I transferred from Brilliant Diamond. I could have transferred so many more Pokemon from Brilliant Diamond, but I guess I didn't want to. There was a reason for it. I just got a few Pokemon that I had backups for. I made sure I had a full team early on that I could bank on, and then a backup, at least one backup for each type slot. You are 1x, 2x, I think. There were 2x I just transferred to Budew, and for 1x I had a. I don't even remember what I sent. Kamado and I saw our hometown burned to the ground by maddened Pokemon running amok. We lost plenty of friends and comrades that day. That's why Kamado came here to Hisui to try to build a new home where people could live free from fear. But to do something truly great, you sometimes have to take extreme actions. If, hypothetical as it may be, a Pokemon were to appear from that space-time rift, Kamado might lose hold of his reason. Save Kamado from himself. By force, if you must. Do that and I'll stuff you full of more delicious potato mochi than a human stomach can handle. Yes, sir. Does this auto heal me after every fight? I was at full health. No, I wasn't at full health because he drain punched me. Yeah, and I got my PP back as well. The next fight is... I don't have as good of an answer. Machamp, I think, is a pretty good Pokemon for this. Even though Clefable can hit super effectively. Well, actually, Stoke and Snorlax with Zen Hit, but I brought Poison Jab to deal with the Clefable. I had a Poison Jab on Machamp earlier in the game, but I barely ever got to use it. Because there's not that many fairies you're forced to fight. I had Ice Punch on it instead. Ah, I totally forgot my items. This is just like me forgetting X items. There's an Ox Power Guard that I can totally use. But yeah, we are opening with Braviary. It's going to be a Braviary mirror match, which we've had once before in this game when I fought the Hisui and Braviary that I fly with now. Sabi's line. You see that line that goes through like top of Braviary's legs? That line. I'm really annoyed by that. I forgot to check that at the start. Sometimes I just unplug, replug, and then it works. Actually, I'm going to risk that. I'm going to unplug and replug. So you're going to see the magic lines that shouldn't appear. Does this reconnect and I don't have to restart my streaming program, please? I hear the sound. Don't see the visuals. It's reacting to my buttons. What if I go back to my starting soon screen and then go back? Shit. What do I do now? How do I reset this now without closing stream? Switch, capture card, properties. Magic. Hey, does this have a line? Where's the line? Usually it's higher on this one. Let's see it. I might have done it. I like that this one has magical, mystical fire. I like mystical fire. I don't like that Esper Wing and Air Slash are both slightly inaccurate, which forces me to use strong style if I want to make sure it hits. Hope I can use it. Esper Wing raises action speed though, so that's a less dangerous strong style. Let's try this. Hello, your friend. Totally my friend. Yeah, I don't need max revives. I have full restores and stuff. I guess I'll buy one more full restore because I have the money for it. I shouldn't need it. Hi, Adaman. Hi, Orda. Alright. Time to save the world. Well, let's do the start of it. Zisu is here. In terms of a regular trainer battle, I consider this one the finale. Because Charm is a lot easier, but you can still lose to it. Charm is higher level than Kamado, which in these two Pokemon. Yeah, for those that are wondering, because the which Pokemon you fight in which order outside of the trainer battles does change depending if you follow work with Adaman or Irida during the ending. I chose Adaman. I thought about it for a bit and I thought that order of the Pokemon battles might make it slightly easier, but it doesn't make much of a difference to me. I haven't experienced the battles yet, so I find it hard to judge. If that's how I convince you. Let's go, don't kill my Pokemon. Mirror match. Let's go. Also, I like seeing the, not the dream ball, the strange ball. 19 levels higher. I like being 19 levels higher. Yes, Russia. Since when does he do other trainers switch? Oh no. Does he still get to play? No. Since when did I switch? So, in the champ time, I could also do Duo, but then Duo doesn't have a great answer to the others. Maybe Ice Beam and Braviary. So I'm gonna go Muscle, because he's my safest bet as a overall. Very happy I transferred a move from Pearl. The main reason they did that because he has Drain Punch, and in these longer train battles, Drain Punch is really nice. Alright. Let's do this thing. We have Nox Power Guard, which I believe is 5 turns of attack and defense boost. Get another turn. We throw out an Evasion. Then we have Twice Spiced Radish, which I intend to use most of against Volo. Well, at least one, because that's going to help out. So we have a Drain Punch, which Gallade will have at that point. And now we Drain Punch. We heal up, we do massive damage. Our attack stage is increased, which already is extra damage, and then... what's it? Twice Spiced Radish does what Victory Dance does, the move Victory Dance for receiving Milligans, but also double hit, which is a status move in this game. It sets you up in like an offensive stance, which means you deal 50% more damage, and that actually stacks with the attack boost. And that's massive. Poison Jab. Get out of here. I think that was turn 4 after I used the Ox Power Guard, so I have it for one more turn. It's 4 of my turns, like, no, 5 of my turns that it counts. Mine taking no damage. Rain Punch. But now they're gonna go into Braviary with Esper Wing and Air Slash when my Ox Power Guards run out. But I am still 24 levels higher. At full health. See what they do. Esper Wing, no max potion for that turn. So I didn't expect to be dealing with Braviary because I didn't think they'd switch. So the best I have is Poison Jab. Could have Ox Power Guarded again. But this wasn't enough. And my evasion's gone now too. No. I was too confident. Oh, okay, that did a lot less than I thought. Okay, Poison Jab. Okay, we got the confidence, but I was too confident then. But then again, Esper Wing, I believe, is a higher chance to crit as well. The crit might still ignore the defense boost here. I'm not sure how that mechanic works in Legends Arceus. Okay. I do like that we get healed every time. The next fight's a different one, though. Quite a different kind. Oh, I didn't bring my Seed of Masteries, did I? Not that I can use CC. Which Pokemon do I send out? Use the Temple of Sinnoh. My initial fight with the... Yeah, I chose Adamant, so I fight Dialga here. And I have to catch it. I've already slotted a Dialga. I caught it in... I think it was Brilliant Diamond, yeah, because in Pearl I got... the other one. But how are they here? I thought they were there. Or did I just walk up after them? Let's do this. You hold the red chain. Try to catch me then, human. For the fight to come. Okay. So yeah, that Pokemon from the Space-Time Rift was not this. It was not Almighty Sinnoh that everyone saw coming. But here's one of your Almighty Sinnohs. But not the true one. Neither of you are right, but neither of you are wrong either. Hi, Dialga. Red Chain, I choose you. This thing's gonna fail. Like, oh, it's an important item, and it's great, and... Yeah, bro. Why didn't we try to do this plot? Maybe it's all just, oh, Yuxi, Mesper, and Azelf trust you, then I might trust you, let's battle. That's all the Red Chain potentially achieved. I don't read Dialga's mind. So we have to catch it. What happens if we defeat it? So I'm gonna Drain Punch to see what happens if you defeat it. But otherwise, maybe if because of its defenses, we just get it to really low health. And then we can catch it. Still have to be really afraid though. I should... You know what, for safety I should do an Ox Power Guard. That's a crit. For safety I'm still going to throw up an Ox Power Guard now. Because, good idea. Don't need to use the Radish because I'm already looking good there. Even a crit wouldn't be enough. Royal Time, I believe, lowers their own action speed. So eventually we might get a double turn. No idea what the catch rate is here. Roar of Time would be easily his best move. And that didn't even do half, so I'm confident in that. Let's throw some Ultra Balls. This one doesn't count for the Foreverlocke, but it's a force capture. And we get it first try. I wonder if this is an always capture or if we were just lucky. We take it! In terms of the Foreverlocke, we have one more fight that we need to survive. Well, technically two, but you don't have to send out your Pokemon in one of them. Oh, hey, the Professor is here in red. Space-time is torn. Awful power spills forth. The frenzied one comes to fight. Now, human, fight it with me. Maybe they did see this one. Welcome to one of my favorite legendaries. Palkia. And also welcome to one of my least favorite forms. that a Pokemon with alternate forms can take. Dialga, like they're actually we're not even gonna get to see it now. But the thing is, they're not Hisuian forms. They're origin forms are meant to resemble more like they're meant to resemble Arceus to a sense. Arceus doesn't have arms, like how Palkia has arms. Dialga doesn't have arms, he just has the 4 legs. So it makes a little bit more sense. But Palkia suddenly becoming a centaur feels really off to me, and I don't like it. Palkia needs its arms, in my opinion. How's it gonna do its cool spatial rend if it doesn't like, charge up with its arm and then goes whoosh and then shoots it? A dunce, you won't be any use to anybody if you die up here on this mountain. Let's get to serious business now. How do we take care of this? The Stone of Creation's Beginning. The Chain of Red, the vessel of humankind's invention. Unite these 3 and calm the chaos now pervading space. And finally, Mighty Dialga said it wants to go with us back to the temple. Which means I have to put it on my team. So technically, when I go into the Hall of Fame, which doesn't really exist in this game, one of my Pokemon is going to be Dialga. But Dialga doesn't count for the Hall of Fame. It's going to still be my 6. I just have to make sure I don't send it out, which I shouldn't have to because I don't have to send anything out. Stone of Creation's Beginning. The plays you receive from wordier than the others. Those of Volo said have messages engraved upon them. I have 10 of them. When the universe was created, its shards became this plate. We must search for stone, or rather ore, I suppose, that shares the name and material properties as these plates. In fact, I believe that young Liam might know just where to find such a thing, as he said he'd been investigating it at Volo's urging. Yeah, Volo's helping out in a sense, but not for the reasons that we know. Oh, Melly's here. Fun. If it doesn't suit you, then why are you a warden, Melly? You're an ass. Oh wow, you're tall. You made a short joke. Bumbling ball. It's called a friend ball because it's a ball and it's my friend. I actually nicknamed my Hisui. Might LVO knock over the entire switch dock? Okay, so that's the way I could have reset the line thing. Would have been easier. Maybe not knock it over. Yeah, it's an awkward setup because the switch dock is usually somewhere completely different in the room. I have to put it in an awkward position in front of my computer to do the streams. Yeah, my Hisui electrode slot is called friend ball because it's a ball and it's my friend. Primeval Grotto. I want Machamp out front. Braviary, let's go. Actually, can we go through the other entrance of the grotto? Also, wouldn't it be cool if we found a shiny now? So they want us to take this entrance, but I want to take the other entrance. There's two entrances to the grotto, right? But there was one here. Do I misremember? Is it another game that has that? Like two entrances really close together? This grotto, one that... One goes to the back. One here, and then... No, the other entrance is literally right here. Yeah, I did remember. The line's there again because of the... Saw it. I saw it. Let's put a Pokemon on the summary that moves just so we can see it better. Stupid line at the bottom of Braviary's feet now. Let's reset. That fix it. Maybe I just need to do that next time. Hey Bastidon, hey Rampardos, how you doing? I know Spaz, I'm here to fight you, don't worry. I'm in the finale, but because I've already started the finale, I'm not gonna catch up the levels to 81, because that would be annoying grinding. Hi other Nosepass. Still not gonna fight you. I just want the Originor. What a curious cave. I feel some extraordinary power here, as if the world itself was created in this very place. What do you think, Liam? Taking into consideration my knowledge of ores, my skill at mining, and the strength of my Sliggoo's moves, I think you'd better leave any extraction work up to us, wouldn't you say? We're going to have to ask you to stop right there. Oh, come on. Oliver, I haven't seen you since you walked out of the clan. Where have you been all this time? I don't have to tell you nothing. Look, you can carry on digging out your treasure after, and then you'll give it to us. Yes? The Runner's goody two-shoes act of yours is what made me leave the Pearl Clan in the first place. Enough, I don't care why any of you ran off to play Bandit, but I won't let you get in Liam's way. There are 3 of you and 3 of us. Let's go, Savannah. You take Charm. This is considered the champion fight. When I had first played through the Legends Arceus a while ago, after it was released, and then not many years later, but a long time later, got into the Foreverlocke and talked about Legends Arceus. People talked to me about how Charm was a champion fight. I did not remember this fight existed. Battle of a lifetime. I saw the line again. It's in the middle of the screen. Come on. No, it's still there. 2/3 down. Right, but the champion fight's here. I don't know what... If anyone knows what to do about that line and why it appears sometimes, everything's connected well. It's always just that one line. It's not always there, but most of the time it is. And sometimes, depending on what you're looking at, it's not really noticeable. Sometimes it's very noticeable. It's very annoying once you do notice it. I don't like it at all. Why is it there? Does anyone know what it is, what causes it, and how I can fix it and keep it away? One. I'm not, after I beat the next Pokemon, I'm not officially in the Hall of Fame yet. Because there's one more fight before the credits. But I shouldn't have to send out any Pokemon. Gnosis. That's not nice. Yeah, I didn't expect a lot of people to know, so there's even people that do the regular recording and streams with the Switch. Might not have encountered this specific thing before, might not report the way that I do. But maybe when I post this VOD to YouTube, someone is able to help figure it out. Let's finish it. Get the full accuracy, get a super effective move, because there's no abilities in this game, and even if there was, you'd have Cursed Body by this point. Sort of Hall of Fame. High horsepower. Alright, now we just need to not mess up the final fight. Yeah, sure, Bertha, Agatha, whatever. You're based on both, that's why you're Gengar and Raidan. I looked up the details of the origin ball. It cannot be used to catch any other Pokemon, as the player is not allowed to select and throw it. It's just for that one specific fight. Originor. Add some Red Chain, which I guess does become important now. Add a Pokeball. Make a thing. Ray, are you gonna do your thing and make the Pokeball? Where's Ray? Why to Jubilife? We have the stuff here. We don't need to go to the workbench. We have a workbench here. Why are we here? Why was Ray gone? I like Ray that Ray gets to do this. He gets an important role. The line has moved. It's near the top of the screen now. I'm not gonna do anything about it now because I don't know how to fix it. Sometimes I just restart the... like, re-plug everything in, put the switch out, like, take the switch out, put the switch back in, and then it's gone, and then it stays gone for the rest of the stream. But maybe because I knocked over the switch dock earlier, when I got to the cave, that somehow reset it. I don't know. It's not annoying enough so far for me to want to change it and try stuff. I have to bring the Alga. I don't have to send out any Pokemon, though. So I could put away anyone. In case I accidentally send something out, I might want to keep Machamp in the I'm going to send this one out slot. But I also kind of want to send out Pichu. But I shouldn't send anything out because it's scary. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. This being will encounter the temple of Sinnoh is Palki, ruler of all space. If it is allowed to run wild, space itself will warp and bend here in Hisui, and eventually the very world may be broken. You have the aid of its counterpart, the Alga, the ruler of time, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. Now take the Alga at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh at once. We get the entire cutscene. Can I just not add it to the team until I get to the summit camp? Final walk to here. Hi, do you happen to have a legendary Pokemon that rules time in your farm? Thanks. I'll put Tackle away because they were the latest edition. I haven't even used Tackle. Not that we've used most, but we've used Stunky. It's exciting when we use the 1X in a finale. It's not even that good of a 1X, but its typing and moveset just worked out. Yes, I know! You told me this 2 times already. Can I go? Yes. Am I allowed to go? Thank you. Am I able to just deposit Dialga now? I'm gonna see what happens. I don't think I can. And then someone will stop me at some point. This Kogita's gone. I can go wherever I want, but I can go to the summit camp. Are they gonna stop me atop the temple? And someone's gonna say, "Where's the Alga? You should bring the Alga." Like Adam and will be there. And tell me to use the Alga. I don't think there's a way to fly there. No. No shortcut. You gotta use word here. I like the fire. Stop. Stop knocking me up. It's annoying. Hi, Volo, you back here? Also, there were moments where I didn't really like Volo and thought he was like weird or not really suspicious, but more weird and annoying a bit. I didn't think he was the evil guy the entire time. Hi, you're gonna tell me to use Zelda? What do you say? Yeah. I was just wondering what they would say if I didn't bring Zelda. Sorry, Muffin. It's still gonna count for Motham in a Hall of Fame. This is just forced for the story. One final fight. And then it won't be a deathless run, which means I'm still at 4 deathless runs so far in the Foreverlocke, and this is run 19. Which means run 20 has to be deathless if I want to keep up my 25% ratio for deathless runs in Foreverlocke. And my next run is Pokemon Violet. Gen 9 in Paldea for the first time. Because it's my first time in a region, it's transferless. And I'm also not doing the DLC. I'm deciding no transfers, no DLC. In Gen 7, no island scan. The first time I play through them. So, let's see if I can do that one deathless. I've already decided on the team for that. I technically already started on Violet while waiting for me to being able to stream the finale of Legends. But I'll now do the finale, then play Legends towards the post-game finale. And then maybe stream that, try and figure stuff out, do well there, and then go back to Paldea. Yeah, I will. The starting team, I'll tell you, is Skeledirge, Palmot, Clodsire. Just saying the final slots, not what I caught immediately. Skeledirge, Palmot, Clodsire, Tendimouse, Dolive, and Nacli. Yes, sir. Let's do it. I'm a proud partner, a proud member of Team Galactic. In a way, I'm happy my cat isn't here right now, but in a way, it would be really cute to have another appearance. My cat was here and on my lap during the Omega Ruby finale. Also, here comes my favorite form. Actually, an ultra. Try to throw. Oh my god, what happened? It's gone. And this is how Spear Pillar was created. And I love that they did this and showed this. Why was Spear Pillar in a certain ruined, destructive state? Oh, the ball was Dialga. Okay. It's not just Dialga. It's origin form. I did it in reverse, because I like Pearl more than Diamond, because I started with Pearl in Gen 4. Pretty sure I chose Irida, like the Pearl clan, to help, so then I caught Palkia and had to fight Origin Dialga. Alright! Did it first try on all the nobles, with Electrode being the most difficult one. Let's get this one first try. Just a note, if we die, we're, like, I can just reset or continue. Shit. I need to learn the moveset. Ouch. Good. Yeah. We're gonna get hit twice, so that's not good. Do the jump again. Nice. So far this is going pretty easily once I figure out the moveset. But once it's below half, it's going to go faster and a bit more difficult. Electric definitely was more difficult with the blue electric blast that it did. Ah, whoa, I didn't see that in time, but I guess I just did. Any more? I would assume this is where it begins with a really good jump. Right? One more. Oh, that's his charger move. I have to break the shield with him. And now I stand out a Pokemon, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep throwing. Oh shit. Lyrical Meteor. Oh god. Almost there. Almost Hall of Fame. Come on. Ugh. This is doable. Shit. Didn't see that coming in time. Wasn't looking for that kind of attack. Eh. Oh, already stopped. Come on. I think I did it. Hall of Fame! We beat Arceus. Alright, Gym Ball, I choose you! School animation. Yay, smile! Your protege, yep. So even the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Ah, try gifts, Commander. I'm sure I deserve a sumo throw. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you! Let's get some potato mochi. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration Hisui has ever seen. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. The sucky thing is we don't get a Hall of Fame sequence. I love the Hall of Fame sequence, and I really love the sound of do 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 do. You don't even get it in Sword and Shield. At least you get it in the Leon fight, which I later realized why I love that fight so much. Because the Hall of Fame sequence music is part of Leon's fight music. Yay! Hall of Fame! Muscle with my champ! Coming from Pokemon Pearl. But first the Hisuiamons. Hisuian Braviary. Goggles is in the Hall of Fame. Also the only Pokemon I added later than my starting squad. Tackle the Mothim. Got a Buggy in the Hall of Fame. Duat is in the Hall of Fame as well. I'm proud of you. What was your name? Chops, I think? Stunky. Yuck. You actually beat Benny on your own and without an Ox Power Guard because I totally forgot that existed for that fight. And then Baby Chew. Baby Chew the Pichu made it into the Hall of Fame. I had a Pichu before in Pearl, I think, when in Pearl I only had one death because I sacrificed my Golem just before the E4 so I could add a Gastrodon because otherwise I didn't think I could beat the game. And then a post game I had Pichu on my team as a 2x and I used the Pichu when trying to catch a Rotom. But I underestimated the power of the Rotom, and the Rotom, I don't know if it crit me or not, whatever I did, but it killed the Pichu, so 2 deaths in that Pearl playthrough. Pichu was one of them, so Pichu slot opened up, caught one in Brilliant Diamond. That's Baby Chew, and Baby Chew's in the Hall of Fame now. That's Gen 1, Gen 5, or 8, depending on how you look at it with the Hisuian Braviary. 2 Gen 4s, a Gen 5, and a Gen 2. Nice mixed generations in terms of my team. I expect next generation to just be Gen 9s. For sure, I really love it when I can use Pokemon in regions or in playthroughs where I don't normally use them. So that can be Gen 7 Pokemon in a Gen 8 game, or a Gen 9 game, or a Gen... But also, let's say stuff like Plusle and Exploud and Spinda in Leaf Green. Even though both are Generation 3, so within the generation they can be regularly used. But you don't usually use it in Leaf Green, but I transferred them over and hey, got them in the Hall of Fame there. That was fun. The transfers are exciting. This time I did some transfers just to make sure I had a team I was confident in, and I didn't have to use any of the Hisuiamons. Here's the thing though with the Hisuiamons. And this is also assuming we beat Volo and then catch Anemoris. Because then we have all the Hisuiamons and that's all safe. However, if Anemoris or any of the Hisuiamons die in Scarlet and Violet, because once they're all evolved and are there Hisuian evolutions, forms, whatever, they're all going to Scarlet and Violet and I'll use them in a future Gen 9 playthrough. If any of those die there, to get a new one, I have to play Legends Arceus. But probably I will, in that case, if I ever, let's say my Basculegion dies at some point during a Scarlet or Violet playthrough, I will wait with playing Legends Arceus immediately, because if then, let's say I get another Basculegion, but then a couple playthroughs later in Scarlet, my Hisuian Decidueye dies, and my Anemoris, I have to then play Legends Arceus a third time. So, I'll probably just wait with Legends Arceus at that point, wait until I've done a Hall of Fame, a large portion of the Hisuiamons, and then go back and just catch them all in one run. Because I was able to do it all in one playthrough. I've got everything except for Anemoris in terms of the exclusive Hisuiamons. Love this picture. Yeah, I was too late with the screenshot. Great. I've caught all of them, but I still have 2 remaining. One is Typhlosion, because the Hisuian Typhlosion slot died, but I can get that one later. From the Professor. And then Anemoris. Seek out all Pokemon. The challenge, the order, however you want to see it, that I was given at the very start of the game. Seek out all Pokemon. To Justin, it's not over yet. Alright, let's get Muffin back on the team. Just so I can have an image of our 6 Pokemon together. Can we do that in the photography studio? Or do I just have to send them all out? Good morning, Ray. I don't need... Hey, Dust Noir, I'm gonna use you in the post game, yeah? Hopefully we'll never need to send you out, but you're a backup for Giratina. So get ready to fight the devil. Mentally prepare yourself. I'll train you physically as well. Alright, I'll release the 2 of you later. Because I can't transfer you, because I've already slotted both. Yay. Alright, Photo Studio I think is only 1 Pokemon. But I want to take a cool picture with all of them. Where do I take it though? Just at the exit of town? Do I do it at the end? Maybe I'll go to Prelude Beach. I'll make a picture there. I want to take a photo. Prepare a Pokemon. Did I just choose the one? Yeah. Unless I could select more. Let's try that. Can I select more? No, it immediately goes to the next one. Alright, let's go to Prelude Beach, make a photo. That house looked cut off with that line. Yeah, I'll try to make sure it's fixed and then not knock over my Switch dock next time. Hello, person. What are you doing here? Where do Pokemon come from? A deer ran through a fence and then decided to make Pokemon. Okay. Muscle out, easy. Go Goggles. Go Tackle. Why is Chop sleeping? Go Yuck. Yuck, look at me. Chops, wake up. You, wake up. Alright, now you look all in my direction. Also send a baby chew. Machamp, what the heck? We're not. It's not a spa day. Get over here. We're taking a picture. Look at me. Do I? Chops. Flippin'. Try to take a family photo. Let me take family photo. How do I do this? What would be the best way? Do I just do it like this? Why is everyone sleeping? Wake, even if someone's looking the wrong way, at least wake up for the dang photo. You, look my direction. I'll stand here. Moth him! Tackle, wake up. Pichu, look my direction. Stunky, why do you keep turning around? Fine. Take that picture. Stunky! I know you're great against the Benny battle. Look! Trying to take a photo. Like, you can sit down if you want. Not sleep! Just do it, do what? Okay, do it. Why is this the most difficult part of the finale? Trying to make a photo. Do I have a... Is this a good enough photo? I only made 2. There's a second one. Like, Stunky is looking the wrong way in both. Peach is not really looking at me. Machamp is. Duot's chilling in the second one. I think I like the second one the most because Duot's chilling. You can see well enough that it's a Stunky. I guess I'll take it. Alright. That was it for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Thank you very much for watching this finale. I appreciate it. I think I'll stream the follow fight, assuming I get to it. If not, I'll probably still do a local recording and upload it to YouTube, because that is a very exciting part of the game, and it's scary as heck. And it's only after that that I unlock the potential to catch Enamora, so I actually have to beat it to beat the Foreverlocke. Machamp, you're trying to be a cool rapper. Thank you for watching. Make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye. Hello everybody, and welcome to a bonus Foreverlocke episode. Not quite a stream, not a finale stream, because we've had that, and you saw that recently with Arceus. But in that finale, where I was successful in getting into the Hall of Fame, I did mention that I was forced pretty much by Foreverlocke rules to do post-game boss. Now in the Heart Gold stuff, you don't have to fight Red, in Emerald you don't have to fight Steven. And just to get to the Hall of Fame in Legends Arceus, you don't have to go fight Volo. However, if you want to complete the Foreverlocke, get all 100% of the Pokemon into the Hall of Fame, you have to also get Enamoris in there. Enamoris is locked behind the post-game boss. I didn't exactly transfer that many Pokemon in. Caught a few. Didn't want to use the Hisui mons, because if they die, then I have to redo Arceus. Let's say one of them dies, but then I do beat Volo, then it doesn't really matter, because I'd have to redo it anyway for the Hisui mon, but I'd prefer to just beat Volo. The plan is called Alpha Gallade. That's just the plan. Alpha Gallade with Ox Power Guard, the Twice Splash Radish. Maybe I decide to use an evasion thing, but pretty much Ox Power Guard and the Twice Splash Radish, and then just attack and then heal with Drain Punch sometimes. Maybe an item like Max Potion Full Restore, and hope I have enough HP left going into Giratina. Giratina is super effective, and Shadow Force means it's also obscured. It's not just big damage from a Giratina. It obscures itself. It's basically an evasion boost for a few turns. So I have Aerial Ace on it. The only reason I use that is against Giratina. I can deal with Volo with the other 3 moves. I have a backup Alpha Dusknoir, which I caught in like Deadwood Hunt or something. I think it's called something like that. Yeah. Realized I didn't have a capture for that area yet, so I caught it. It has Dark Pulse. It's the best Pokemon I could get with Dark Pulse. If I had just transferred my Skuntank from Burning Diamond, I could have used that, but now I have a thing that's also weak to Ghost. Skuntank would have resisted it, which would have been so much safer and better. The rest is just there to fill the Foreverlocke rules. I really don't like that any of these are this high level now, because that basically means I can only add them after the 8th gym, or after whatever the final trial is, the final Lord in Legends Arceus. They're gonna be stuck late. I could have used the Hisui mons to get them evolved anyway, but I decided, nope, that's not what I want to do. I didn't want to risk that. I didn't want the Hisui mons to die. Gallade, let's go. The idea is Gallade takes out Volo's regular team, and then we hope it can deal with Giratina, but we have Dusknoir as a backup. If Dusknoir and Gallade both go down, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I wasn't going to train the Vespiquen as well as a perfect backup. I'm just... In a way, this is risky, but... having the Hisui mons die is also risky. I feel like with Gallade we can go really far. The unfortunate thing is between the regular fight with Volo and then the Giratina, It counts as a new battle, even though I don't get healed. So I have to reapply my items. I think I made, like, crafted a few more Ox Power Guards, but the Twice-Touch Radish is just what I had from left over from main game. Although I think that I did use one against the Komodo battle on Prelude Beach. Like getting all the plates. It's been a while since I've seen this bit. This is an exciting finale. It's so good. A temple lies in ruins now. Columns cracked and broken. Pillars now turned into spears, stabbing into the heavens. Well, I detect a distinct lack of Giratina. Something bothering you? I do beg your pardon. I suppose I must seem to be behaving strangely. I dare say you deserve to know what I'm really after by now. Ever since I became convinced that Arceus really does exist, there has been one question that consumed my thoughts. How can I meet such a being myself? It was in an attempt to answer this question that I originally sought out Giratina, and had to tear open that rift in space and time. After all, Giratina wished to stand against Arceus, but that didn't do the trick. So then I had you gather the fragments of the all-encompassing deity, just as the murals of the ruins directed. So he's already saying here, after being a bit weird and suspicious about suddenly bringing up Giratina at the end. Which happened right before this, right before I started recording, at the Celestial Ruins. Like, he made Giratina open the rift in space-time. Volo caused all this. 18 plates, said to be the fragments of the all-encompassing deity. You hold in your hand 17 of them. So, you must be wondering, where's the last one? Why, it's right here! Now hand over the plates you gathered. I will be the one to bring them all together. My desire to meet Arceus cannot be contained any longer. I need to know what it is. I must know what it is. If I can meet Arceus myself, then I may also be able to subjugate its power. Using that, I will attempt to create a new, better world. Of course, if I create a brand new world, then this Hisui region that we currently exist in will be undone and return to nothing. You, everyone you know, and all the Pokémon living here will vanish in an instant, as if you'd never been. If you want to keep this world from disappearing, then face me in battle. I think you have a choice. Even if you don't wish to battle me, I'm not above using force to take those plates from you. Freaking piano intro is what they use as the battle theme. Not saying the SM, but the freaking piano that she's also so famous for. Let's go. Alphamon? Good job. Turn as well on both of my items. Used it in the smart turns. Radish, attempted attack. Full sources. I've already used 3 of the turns. That one. It's not a special attacker, but I don't have a physical parry move on it. This, I believe, is my final turn on the power card. This makes me very confident. I used a bunch of my, a bunch of the great items that I got. Caught a bunch of Pokemon, released them, got great items. Gallade has 3 of its stats maxed out. Not the optimal nature, but it's a good nature. Rose Raid. I can probably set up against a Rose Raid again. Probably smart. Scar Jump still coming. Nothing else has a super effective move against me. Only Togekiss. Togekiss and Spiritomb. And then I have the final Radish for Giratina. Could risk it. And then I hope I can just heal with Brain Punch next. But I don't think that's a good idea. One Agile Style with Agile Style actually boosted my own movement speed, but it doesn't, it just lowers the opponent's. So against Arcanine I can heal, which is good. Oh, I get another turn. I'll bet it. It would be amazing if they end with Lucario, because that would mean the highest chance to go into Giratina full HP. But probably not. Actually, maybe they always go Garchomp Blast, just as Ace for Cynthia. Lucario is weak to one of my stat moves, so based on that, it would make sense to do Garchomp. Spiritomb is just the opener. Togekiss with both types is super effective against me, so that makes sense. Then assuming they Consent or Garchomp, setting out Arcanine and Lucario last. Well, 4th and 5th. Makes sense because they're weak to me, and then Rosard. I guess Rosard are weak to me too with Psychic, but I'm not even running a Psychic move. Because I could take with Ice Punch. We're going to Garchomp full HP. Feels weird having this fight be so doable. Great items, and I just gathered so... I sold so much of my money. I did a bunch of side quests to get me a bunch of money items, nuggets, big nuggets, Stardust, sold them all, bought EXP candy from the guy next to Galaxy Hall. Not a fan of the amount of HP I have left, but I'm gonna have to live with it. Could have heal tried something. Didn't think, but no. Hope I don't regret it soon, because here comes a Stab Shadow Force. Richard Giratina always goes first, too. Why you? Why do you have the blessing of Arceus? Oh, level ups. Amazing. Oh yeah, Giratina will be filled with a terrible might, so it has boosted stats. I've devoted myself to Arceus beyond any other. I worshipped it as the creator of an entire world. Yet you used Giratina to try and destroy it. I meant all of my passion and interest to its study. All that time I've spent poring over the legends, everything that I've done. You, outsider! It's almost as if you were spat out of the space-time rift just to get in my way. What if I did? No, this isn't finished yet. Did you feel it? The chill creeping through your veins. The Eldritch presence icing your heart. such a cool scene. Just the battle, the difficulty, the ending, the camera work, so much of it. And this now. Giratina, strike her down! How the music works, the way they stand next to each other, the poses. Oh my god, this is such a cool finale. For so many reasons. Okay, please don't kill me. If I survive Shadow Force, I have a very high chance, I would say, of beating this entire thing. If I don't, I might be screwed. I go first. Do I max potion or do I power guard? I could play it on luck and play evasion. I think I should max potion first. I'm not a fan of that. And that wasn't even accurate. Now what? That's the move they're gonna keep using. Right? Even if I crit, I'm done. Here's the thing though, with Giratina. This isn't for the Hall of Fame. Gallade can and is allowed to die. Anything is allowed to die, and I should be aware that I am allowed to make sacrifices to get through this fight. I did mention that having Vespiquen, Glameow, Goodbye Gumi this high level. The other two I don't care as much about, but especially those four, because I didn't intend to use them in battle at all. Having them this high level is kind of bad, because then in a future playthrough, I can only add them really late. I think what I want to do, send in something else, heal up Gallade. Hopefully I can do that both the switch and the full restore on the same turn, and otherwise sacrifice something else. Heal Gallade. Send in Gallade again. Ox Power Guard. Maybe even the Radish if I can manage it with depending on the damage of Shadow Force. And then go attack. The Shadow Force over Power Point limit. 5 normally, so not sure if it's the same in Legends. Yeah. I could stall out the Shadow Force too. But if it's one crit, then I'm done. Can I get a second turn? I'm fast enough that an Agile Style move gets me a second turn. So I can take out this Giratina, but that means I lose against the next one. I think I will do the sacrifice. It would suck having multiple deaths, but I will take it. And then especially with the Agile Style, it's gonna be good. Okay, let's compare the speeds of my Pokemon. The rest is probably gonna be slower than Giratina. 267, and that's with a lowered speed measure. 123, ouch. Oh, that's lowered speed as well. Shh, I forgot to look at the mints. I had a few mints to change the bad status. 108, 208 Glameow. Okay, I think the UR going down first would be good, because I want to be able to add the URs early in the game. It means having to catch on the female combi, but I'll have plenty of places to do that. Monarch, I caught you this playthrough. I'm gonna sacrifice you to the devil. It sounds really bad saying it like that. You took it. Can I get a move? No. Yes, good. Monarch, thank you very much. I appreciate you. That's 4 Shadow Forces. I just have one more. Keep resetting the obscurity. As long as I don't crit this turn, that should be the final Shadow Force, unless he has PP up Giratina, which I don't think he will. That's Power Guard. We'll survive this one. Wait, I already get the other turn. Do we get another one? I can take the Ox Power Guard and full health into Origin Giratina? In that case, I'm not using the Twice Splash Radish. I'm taking this. I do wonder if there are PP resets, though. Because their Shadow Force PP should be... I'm not going to do that. Regular should be enough. Yeah, there, got him. It counts as the same battle. So I keep my Ox Power Guard. But I just use an Agile Stun and a regular with it, definitely going first. And I probably can't do the double move this time. Slightly less defense, slightly more offensive Giratina. I believe Shadow Force and Legends Arceus changes if Origin Giratina uses it. Yes. I'm gonna look this up just to be 100% on this, but this is perfect. Because it becomes less accurate. When used by regular Giratina, it's 100 base power, 100 accuracy. When used by Origin form, 120 power, but 80 accuracy. I feel like I shouldn't be using... What's it? Oh, I totally forgot about... Ooh, about their obscurity earlier. I'm not gonna get the double move. I think I should just Ice Punch it. They're less defensive, yeah. One more hit. Okay, they don't reset the PP yet. That was a crit. They have obscurity. But that was a crit. That didn't kill me. I can Agile Style Aerialize and then regular Aerialize. That should be enough, right? Aerialize. I still have to catch Enamoras and stuff after this, but... This is a certain move. Losing just one mob? Let's go! 96 Gallade. Monarch, thank you very much for your sacrifice. Big Volo! Right, now to catch one single flippin' Pokemon. Actually, we have to catch 3 Pokemon before we can get to Enamoras. I still have to catch all of them. But I have a level 96 Pokemon to fight against them, so that makes me feel pretty safe. Hi, Volo. I was going to feed you the power you needed so that you could take on Arceus. I was the one who gave you the chance to claw open the space-time rift, driving the deity to space, and the deity at times so mad that you could drag the creator out from hiding. How could this happen? Almighty Arceus, if you have any heart left within you, then tell me. The blood of the ancient Sinnoh people flows in my veins, does it not? What is it, then, that you find so lacking in me? Do you mean to tell me that this world doesn't need to be remade? I can't live with such questions. I can't bear not satisfying this ache to know. Answer me then, Savannah. Do you have some dream that propels you? As I've had. There you do. Doubtless the dream of yours would never leave room for the dreams of one like me. I'm the great ruler of Pokemon, and you battle alongside your Pokemon. In the end, I was alone. You will fight together with your Pokemon to seize whatever dreams you have. Yeah. Take the plate that's starting on this path. The plate I once received from Giratina. My journey is over. My story ended when I lost you. I suppose now you've gathered all the plates set to exist in this land of Hisui. Celestica Fruit did evolve too! As so Arceus wishes to meet you. Of all people, you had to be the one. Is that why you were brought to this world? I have no desire to watch on the sidelines as Arceus comes to you. And I absolutely cannot accept a world in which you would ever manage to defeat Arceus. Someday, I'll solve every riddle in the Legend of Hisui's Pokémon. And on that day, I'll stand before Arceus at last. No, I will conquer it! No matter how many years, how many decades, how many centuries it takes me. Seek out all Pokemon. I'm not going to do that, but there's a few things that I've unlocked now. I haven't grabbed my Sinnoh yet to replenish the Hisui into a potion slot. And I'm on my way to catch Enamoris. Once I've caught that, it'll be run over. Getting to the legends Arceus and Volo. Volo! With one death. And just to think, level 96 Gallade. Sure, it's weak to Giratina Shadowforce, but level 96 Gallade. With 3 of its stats maxed out in terms of grit items. And the rest all to 6. Crit still almost killed me. But we did it. Oops. I want to stand close to me and get a photo. I can't even send out one arc now. Alright, that'll be it for today. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in my next videos. And I'll see you for the Foreverlocke. When I do the finale of Pokemon Violet. Playthrough 20. Where hopefully, not just it being a 20th playthrough, which sounds nice. But hopefully also the playthrough where I hit 100 Hall of Famers. I'm at 97 now that I've beaten Legends Arceus. Let's see if we can do that. Make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.